All right. Welcome back to the show, Il Toro. How's it been?
Good.
I would say we should start with the club, then we'll go to the Nations Cup, right? Cup of Nations.
Okay.
So what did you make of Michael Carrick getting the interim job?
Yeah, I prefer them to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer getting it.
Did you prefer him to Fletcher?
Yes, of course, to Fletcher too. Fletcher is a youth coach, basically. So he doesn't have the experience coaching a senior team.
Okay, and I think that your positivity on the Carrick appointment is informed very heavily by the result against City at the weekend.
No.
Yeah?
The moment I'm was shocked. With the option.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
With the options available, it was either him or Solskjaer. Immediately, I was like, no, it has to be Carrick.
I thought it was strange that Solskjaer would even be considered. Why would they bring him back?
Why not? He's out of a job. He's been out of a job since last season.
Does Van Nistelrooy have a job?
No.
Exactly. Like, I think Van Nistelrooy will probably be a better coach than... I think he is a better manager than Carrick and what's his name? And yeah, because he actually won things with PSV Eindhoven.
Well, I'm not sure Van Nistelrooy would want an interim job.
Yeah, I agree with that, and he's right. Now, another question: why hasn't Brian Giggs even been remotely considered? Is it because of his case?
I mean, we've not even heard from Brian Giggs in years now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, his case was dismissed, and I understand that United fans are all feminists that love women's rights or whatever. So if you do anything to a woman, you should never set your face in United anymore. But his case was dismissed, and he's been free.
Yeah, sure, but Giggs is an asshole.
What, because he fucked his brother's wife?
Yes, for years. That's a very fucked up human being.
Is that why he can't get a job? Because he fucked his brother's wife?
I mean, who does that?
But he didn't rape the bitch.
Sure.
It's a mutual.
Yes. Who does that, please? Who?
Bro, it was his sister-in-law. He kept it within the family. It doesn't affect anybody.
Oh, really?
Bro, like, I don't believe that conduct qualifies your ability as a football manager.
It doesn't matter. These are also businesses. Don't forget that. I don't want their business to be associated with some kind of behavior.
When did the story break?
Which one?
When did the Gig story break?
More than 7-8 years now.
Was that before or after Moyes?
Before, after who?
Wasn't Gig still playing?
No.
Really?
No, I don't think so. I can't remember.
Remember when Giggs had the interim job? Or the caretaker job?
I can't even remember.
Okay. So I guess Giggs is out of it completely. Van Nistelrooy will take a full-time job. And to me, what I'm just seeing is that there are no coaches. If Xavi... Does Xavi have the job?
No, he does not.
Does Zidane have a job?
No. Zidane wants to coach France.
Why?
Why not? He's done everything with Madrid now. So.
And he doesn't want to come to England only under any circumstances?
Yeah. And I don't trust him, actually. Funny enough.
I kind of agree. I think they kind of look down at England anyway. If you're kind of like a Madridista. Because you're not wrong. Like, you've managed Madrid, you've won 3 Champions Leagues with Madrid. What are you getting a job in England for? But Ancelotti won La Decima and still went to Everton.
Yeah.
So I guess Zidane is like a Gen Z manager. Like
I don't understand. And really, I don't even trust him.
Yeah, I think he was lucky. I think he was a lucky manager.
Yeah, somehow there seems to be an element of luck.
Because
I think he manages players well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they respect him because of who he is. So they probably want to die for him and all that.
Okay, but it's not really like he's a tactical mastermind.
Yes. But again, that works because they had a very talented squad of players who were probably ready to die for him because of who he is. So maybe that's why they kept winning. And the league, did they win the league? I'm not so sure.
He won the league once. I think once or twice.
No, he didn't win it twice. If he did, it should be won.
Once,
The hardest thing is to win your league. because you have to be consistent. You are dwelling on.
And generally, you have to beat Barcelona. So
Yes.
did he win the league? Yeah. Let's see.
How many times?
You won the league twice.
Oh, twice. Okay.
16, 17, 19, 20.
Okay.
You won the COVID league.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, he won that. I remember that double. So, really, it means that, okay, so Carrick takes over until the summer. When does United appoint a new coach?
At the end of the season.
At the end of the season, the league, who are the people that we can consider as being reasonably poised to get the job?
So far so good. Xavi, Luis Enrique.
Oh, that's our guy.
Roberto Di Zerbi.
Okay, that's Marseille.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's managing a rapist. Do you want the manager of a rapist to come from Man United?
Is he the rapist?
But he's friends with the rapist.
How is he friends? He's not friends with him. How they meet? Where did they know each other from?
Oh my god! Like, I think who was it? Sammy Nangi. Nangi was like, his wife has forgiven him. Why can't we? Like, and it's true. I don't know what's wrong with football fans, but it really saddens me that football fans are more sensitive than women. It looks like. Right? See this guy. It's like Mrs. Greenwood's partner Harriet forgave him and recently had a second child with him. I cannot support Greenwood, right? Some things are bigger than football. The woman who is supposed to be the victim has forgiven him, according to this monkey, laying down with him, giving him another child. You can see them happy. You can see them living together, happy together. But you are unemployed. You have no wife. You have no employment. But you're angry, and you're saying some things are bigger than football. So I trouble with football fans. I cannot interact with them because they all piss me off. What's behind this mindset? What causes this?
Well, footballers are held to a higher standard. As simple as that.
Footballers are held to a higher standard of what? Yeah. Behavior.
Yes, behavior.
Then they should all be talking their shirts, right? And they should not have tattoos. And they should not drink. And you know what I mean? Like I can impose my own standards too. I saw like a youth football match. None of the children were tucked in their shirts. None of them. Why? I mean, that's the first thing.
Nobody is enforcing that.
You said what?
Nobody is enforcing that.
So. Why? You know that's not standard. You know that's not proper football attire. Football attire, your shirt must be tucked in. Everyone knows that.
How does that affect? No.
You said what?
I'm not sure how that affects your performance.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
not football. That's exactly my point. Because it's a very good point. You just said it doesn't affect your performance. Mason Greenwood's past rape behavior does not affect his performance being top scorer in Liga.
Sorry, but it affects the business of the football of the club.
I don't think beating women should affect the business of anything. It's just natural part of life. If somebody talks with you defend yourself. Right?
Sorry, that one affects.
He defending himself against her.
Defending himself or what? Really, defending himself against a woman. Did she carry a knife? What?
Carrying a what?
I said, did she carry a knife? Or
you are collecting my money as my girlfriend. You are stealing my money, and I'm saying, bring meat for us, let's eat. You're saying no. Are you mad?
Okay.
So you want to report to EFCC or Proceeds of Crime Authority in the UK? Is there to actually just handle the business?
It's not by force.
She loves him.
Don't find someone else who will give you what you want.
She loves him for putting her in her place. Look at her. She's talkingly beautiful.
Like, okay, wow, so you know this lady. What do you know about the lady?
Not anything about her.
You know their family friends.
From young?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it's obvious the family of the lady and the lady were prevailed upon. If they did not do that thing, the boy will be in jail. That is the fact.
Yeah, I remember the father stepping in like, nah, I'm not going to allow this.
They are family friends, you know, childhood sweethearts and all that. So
that's kind of my point. My point is that,
obviously she was prevailed upon not to destroy the life of the young boy.
Okay.
Who to have the world at his feet at Manchester
Okay.
United. And imagine if he was still at Manchester United right now.
Yeah, true. He would have
So-
been he would have been a big star. Or maybe they'd have sent him to Girona or fucking Eintracht Frankfurt, like fucking Van de Beek. Who knows?
So it would have been a big deal now.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that for
Very
sure.
talented. So it's obvious that girl just saved his life. That okay, fine.
It's like she wasn't ruined it. Did she not?
What?
She wasn't ruined it. Like she let the story get too big. She let the charges get filed. Then she now said, "Oh, I'm not testifying anymore."
Yes, because
It's
the family could go for that.
If truly you love this guy or whatever, don't let it get out. I always tell this story. Wait, now I always tell the story. I think I told it with Josh Giddey. I told you about the Josh Giddey story now, right?
I'm not sure.
No, the NBA player now. There's an NBA guy. He was in college. At a college party, he fucked some girl, and the girl is like 15 or something. Right? The girl posted on Snapchat that the girl posted on Snapchat that I fucked this guy. And then the story comes back, and they're like, the police is investigating, and they want to get this white guy and ruin his life. And the girl refused to cooperate with the police. Day one. It's not like she's married to him. It's not like she's his girlfriend. She said, "I'm not talking." Do you understand what I mean? That is the definition of being.
But you also know how these things are done. Money could have changed hands.
No. If money changes hands, we would know now.
Those things happen.
Wait now. If money changes hands, we would know. This is just a girl who stood on principle. And said, I'm not going to allow this thing to happen to this guy. This thing, I was the precipitator of this incident. And it's the same thing with Harriet.
No, it is not. It is not. I beg. It is not.
Anyway.
She was being beaten up and fucked up. So don't say they are the same. They are not.
Question. Of Mason Greenwood, who is collecting 200,000 a week or whatever it is, whatever his salary was. What is hard in opening your leg for your boyfriend?
Even a guy, a guy doesn't even want sex every time again. Why?
I agree. But what is hard in opening your leg for this man who is changing your life by being associated? What is hard in saying, okay, even if he's a football player. Football players are notoriously bad at sex. At best, five pump and he's finished. What is hard in that?
I don't want no.
By that, why are you my girlfriend? What are you doing?
Have you never denied the girl sex?
I have.
Exactly.
I have.
So it's not every time
So if she decides to start fighting with me and I decide to defend myself and I win, why should I lose my United contract?
Why wouldn't you? Why are you beating somebody up over sex? Because they said they're not giving you sex, then you beat them up. Who does that?
Okay. And there's no proof, by the way.
Because the two families decided to quash the whole thing, and then she refused to be a witness. If not,
she's real. She's real. I hope it was her decision, but you're saying that it wasn't. But I mean, if she's giving birth to a second child, then what's set. Anyway, back to United. Now, what is your take on these ex-players weighing in on who should get appointed, how the club should be run? I say this because Darren Fletcher got the interim job. Sorry, let's call it caretaker job. Carrick is the interim. And Fletcher said the first thing he did when he got the caretaker job is to call Alex Ferguson and say, I have to talk with the boss. Do you remember that? You see that?
I don't know. Maybe I did. I didn't really pay attention to it.
And the reaction...
Everybody knew it was just a caretaker job.
I understand. But he said that he spoke to Alex Ferguson. He sought advice. In fact, this is from the United website. The Fletcher has revealed that Sir Alex Ferguson was the first person called upon receiving the news that he would take charge of Manchester for the game at Burnley. He contacted his fellow countryman, Lord, seek his blessing for the role. Just let me regularly in contact with the most successful manager in United history. Fletcher is determined to help the rest, blah, blah, blah. All that. I have a really good relationship with Sir Alex. I wanted to speak with him first to get his blessing. I think he deserves that respect. Now, you saw Roy Keane's comments. And Roy Keane says that Sir Alex Ferguson is hanging over the club like a bad smell. Do you
agree?
About them?
Yes.
No, that's the point I'm making. I want to kind of juxtapose both things, right? Because
they're all the same.
Right?
You know that Manchester United, they need that club for clickbait,
So,
for to push news, to sell the news, everything. Everybody is always going to talk about them, whether rightly or wrongly or whatever. These people too, they need to talk about the club to stay relevant, to stay in the news. That's why they have jobs, as it is. So they go overboard, and that's the fact. Have you ever had Frank Lampard say anything about Chelsea?
no,
Like anything nasty or bad? John Terry, have you? No.
no.
Steven Gerrard? No. Even bloody Michael Owen? No.
I think
But
yeah.
even your right will not say shit about Arsenal
Okay.
or any of the other
No, but if
Arsenal
you
legends.
remember, like Mikel,
Paula,
Mikel on his podcast was
even
talking a
Mikel
lot
is
about
no.
Nico Jackson and just generally the level of Chelsea. But you're right, Mikel's clips went more viral because people like
Because of
Lampard and
that
Terry
too.
did not talk that much about how bad Chelsea
Yeah,
were. I think.
yeah. So these ones, they just want to talk. I mean, look at the things they're saying. Haaland would carry him on his chest and carry him
No,
around.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We're building up to that. We're building up to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
they go overboard. That's just the fact.
okay. Now, what you've said is talking more about the media and the reason that United gets mentioned. The news cycle is United, United, United.
Yes.
Right. I agree and I understand that. But my question actually is King's comment, looking at Darren Fletcher's comment of saying the first thing I did was to, basically pray to my chief, Alex Ferguson, to get his blessing or to talk to him. And Roy Keane is reacting to that. And his question is, why is that Alex Ferguson, who is no longer associated with the club, if I'm correct, officially, why is Sir Alex Ferguson's aura or spirit still hovering around the club? Why is that? Hasn't the club moved on from that point in time? Why is his influence still so great? Why is everything around the club being like, oh, United has not done this since Ferguson, this is the worst results since Ferguson? Like, you know what I mean? Ferguson retired 13 years ago. So why in 2026 are we still mentioning his name?
How long was Ferguson the coach of Manchester United? I'll be the manager since 1980.
26 years? Something? And 7 years?
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be hard for any club to move away from that, whether we like to admit it or not. The man is also still alive. I mean, he's not dead, so they can always still make reference to
He
him.
has a brain problem now, right?
What?
Doesn't he have like an aneurysm or something? Did he have like brain surgery or something?
Yeah, he had brain surgery like 2-3 years ago. I can't remember. But it's fine. I see him all the time.
He had like dementia or something.
It's fine. No, he doesn't have dementia. He does not. Don't also forget that Darren Fletcher is his countryman. The only reason Fletcher had a career at Manchester United was because Ferguson was.
And I think that's what Keane is getting at.
Well, Keane is also a bitter man. He's bitter. Yeah, he is. Keane is also bitter. Please.
But is he wrong? Because, for example, this is my favorite example.
What?
My favorite example is the fact that Manchester United's manager of 26, 27 years is retiring. The next person to get the job got the job in his kitchen, and that was David Moyes.
Yeah, he gave it to his countryman.
Yes, I agree. But why Moyes? Why in the kitchen? Why an underhanded? It's something that you're supposed to come and present yourself to the board, and there's interview. People will say, okay, fine. How do we continue the legacy of progress and victory? Because it seems like even though Moyes was in the job for a year, it seems like that set United back like 7-10 years. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but I don't think so. I think the problem was, Ferguson was like this god.
Yes.
Who was in charge of everything at the club.
Godfather, God figure, yes.
So they did not really put a football structure in place. It was the structure, it was everything.
Yeah.
And then he left. You bring in some investment banker. What's that guy's name?
Who, Ratcliffe?
Yeah, no. That guy, I forgot his name. He was the one in charge. Will sign everybody, will do things that nobody else can.
What's the other guy's name?
I've forgotten that his
I
name.
don't know
But he
his
was an
name.
investment banker
Yeah.
who helped the Glazers to buy the club. He was the one who advised them on how to do it and all that.
Mhm.
So this one comes in, no football people in charge, just doing things off the cuff. That was the main problem. Not even the Moyes thing. The Moyes thing, yeah, it was sacked after a year. But the problem was the guy in charge kept making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes till, was that 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
So that guy
They were
is
spending
fired.
money now. It's not like they were not spending money, but they were spending the money on shit. Everything was about buying players for their commercial.
Somebody said that Moyes called Vidic and Ferdinand and was showing them Jagielka videos.
Yeah, I did.
Oh man. So the conspiracy theory was that Ferguson appointed the least qualified Moyes so that his legacy doesn't get tarnished.
No, I don't think so.
But it makes
probably
sense to
fully
put
believed.
somebody supremely unqualified. That's
No, I
typical
think
protocol of
he
elders of
probably
Rome.
fully, for me, I think he probably fully believed Moyes could do it. Don't forget, Moyes was doing a good job at Everton.
Exactly.
Like,
At Everton. You're talking about
yeah,
you're talking about the Premier League champions.
So, where did
Moyes hadn't won a thing.
That doesn't mean anything. It does not.
Are you saying that the next manager had to be British?
No, of course not. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But it didn't work out. That was a fact. Because there was no structure in place to ever make it even work.
Okay.
So,
That's an interesting set of circumstances. So
just
now
they're trying to. Yeah, go on.
you said what? What did you say?
Just now they're trying to put a football structure in place and all that.
After 12 years, okay.
Even then, there are teething problems.
So now we have another ex-United player entering the fray in criticizing current Manchester United players. So the headline, Lisandro Martinez strikes back at Paul Scholes. He can say whatever he wants. I told him already. If he wants to say something to me, he can come to me wherever he wants, to my house, wherever. I don't care. I respect relations when they want to help the club because everyone can talk on television. But when you see them here at the club face to face, no one says anything in your face. I don't really care what they say. I just put the focus on my performance. What do you think of Scholes' comment and this reaction?
Scholes was out of line. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with what Martinez said.
What did Scholes say exactly?
Talk on TV. They just love to talk and waffle and say all manner of nonsense.
And I mean, I read some of the comments that Scholes and Nicky Butt, of all people, said.
Yeah, they're laughing.
And I'm like, one, Martinez disproved all these things in his first match, his first few games. So those things that people were saying about, oh, he's too short, he's too small, he disproved all those things
like 3 years later.
3 years ago. I remember and I saw it. So why are you bringing it up again? Why?
Exactly.
And your criticism about him is not football. It's personal. It's like you're directing it at the person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can call it banter because he tried to play it up as banter. But I mean, I'm a professional footballer. You are somebody. You're not a nobody. You're not. If it's like some dumb fan on some YouTube podcast, that's fine. Yeah. But if you're somebody who is supposed to have some kind of respect and prestige attached to your name, it weighs more, and you should hold yourself to a higher standard than that.
Yeah, obviously.
Especially for somebody who is not a nobody, who is a World Cup champion. Like, you've not even won a World Cup. So, you know, you have to, like, at least have some kind of respect. And my favorite part is, like, the media reaction. Someone said, two legends of United, Scholes and Nicky Butt. I'm like, come on, bro. Nicky Butt is a legend now? Is that what?
You know? One of those minor legends. Every club has
Stop.
Adeloa is called the Madrid legend. Is Adeloa a Madrid legend?
Who?
Adeloa.
Madrid?
Yes, they call him a Madrid legend.
If you stay at the club for 10 years.
Did he stay at the club for 10 years?
Nicky Butt, where did he go? I mean, he played for like top club now.
One, he played for Liverpool, then he went to Madrid. Was he there for 10 years?
Nicky Butt, man, calm down now. Like, this Nicky Butt.
Butt was also at Manchester United for,
12 years. What's the greatest Nicky Butt memory? What's like the best thing you know that he did?
Did he not play the 99 final?
Did he start?
Yes. It was Roy Keane was suspended. Even Scholes was suspended, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Well,
So
I have to say.
I mean, every club has them. Abelua is a Madrid legend. This one too is also a Madrid Man U legend. So
No. They play a better word than legend.
Nah, that's what they use. A lot of them.
He's even the CEO of another football club.
Salford?
That's Salford, yeah.
Yeah, him. All of them together, class of '92 boys.
Yeah.
With Beckham.
Is Beckham part of the team?
I think he used to be, or maybe probably still is.
Okay, Beckham bought 10%. Scholes, Neville, Gates, Nicky Butt.
Yeah.
They were taking over. So they're in EFL League 2.
Yeah. I mean,
anyway, I don't. Oh, they even have a women's team. Just a waste of money. Honestly, I'll prefer if they fight. Let them fight. Who do you think wins in the fight?
What fight?
Between Licha and Koza.
Licha is a fucking madman. Why is a 28-year-old man fighting a man of almost 50?
Because he's talking shit. And that's kind of my point. My point is that people are allowed to talk shit, but when it's time for you to back that shit up, it's like, oh no, I'm just talking. Like, they're not talking. Look, there's avenues. Footballers are fighting. Danny Simpson fought somebody like last year or 2 years ago. When Bridge almost fought KSI. So, it's possible to fight nowadays.
He has to get suspended.
And my thing, honestly, is that fighting should be encouraged as the final form of dispute resolution. I swear to God.
Oh, very funny.
And
come on, we don't live in the Stone Age now.
Maybe that.
Not even Stone Age.
Men fighting women. Like in France, yeah. A man won gold for female boxing. So it's not impossible, and in Romania they do it as well.
Even that woman would not be able to contest or man or whatever would not be able to contest at the next Olympics.
Did he collect a gold medal or his gold medal?
No, of course not.
Okay, so
that will not happen in football or in this instance.
Me, I'm just saying that we should encourage more fights. Like people should be able to fight. Like if Wizkid and Burna Boy are beefing. By fighting, I don't mean like go and break bottle, stuff like that. Just organize an event. A boxing match, you can even put headgear to protect.
Why would anybody do that?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So that people will stop talking shit. So if you talk shit to me and I call you out to a fight, we're in January now. I'll say, okay, we both have 2 months to train. The fight is going to be end of March.
And I refuse you.
Then stop talking. Otherwise, don't talk.
People always like to talk.
Okay. Then if I send my goons to your house, what happens?
Yeah, if you can get away with it now.
Okay. No problem. Because for me, it seems like it's very easy for people to hide behind a microphone. It's very easy for people to hide behind their voices. It's like you insult me, you insult my ability, you insult my career, you insult my person, you insult my reputation, and in face of all this harm, I'm not allowed to retaliate. I'm not allowed to exact justice against these people because I'm a professional footballer. I'm also a human being. I have the right to defend my honor.
Yeah, sure. So talk back now. After the person.
Nah, man, this is not a talking matter. It's the more serious matter. So,